Fort Worth police released dash camera video of a man firing directly at an officer. That officer was injured during the shootout, hit by debris. Fox 4's Dion Anglin in studio with what the video shows and what police are saying about the investigation. Dion.
That's right, Clarice. The injured officer remains on leave. The suspect, according to police, was injured and is still hospitalized. They shared the disturbing video, which is key in the investigation.
Within a split second, gunfire. The suspect comes to a stop and immediately shoots at a Fort Worth officer pursuing him. The officer returning fire before the suspect takes off once again.
The subject is armed. Subject is armed. Shots were fired.
After initial encounters and uncertain if he had been shot himself, this officer continued to pursue a man that had just shot at him several times through a neighborhood and next to a park.
He is in lane number 1, southbound on Miller.
The department released video of the May 19th officer-involved shootout. The officer's patrol vehicle, after hitting a speed bump, became inoperable. The officer, who is still on leave, was injured by flying glass and debris. Later the same day, police caught up with the suspect, identified as 33-year-old Devoria Thompson, at a house in Arlington. They say he was injured from a gunshot wound to the back.
A perimeter was established, and the suspect was observed running from the main house towards a shed in the backyard.
He was in custody within minutes. Police also shared video of a shooting they say Thompson committed the previous day in an alleyway of a Fort Worth business. A victim shot in the arm is seen walking away from that scene.
This perpetrator had no business conducting 2 unprovoked shootings in 2 days in our city.
Hey,
An investigation into both shootings is ongoing.
That incident was, fast, tense, and uncertain. For anybody that would have been a part of that, I'm sure that the officer himself was not expecting that type of response whenever the suspect got out of the vehicle. However, that's what we train for.
Thompson faces a charge of aggravated assault for the initial shooting. He's also charged with aggravated assault against a peace officer. Both investigations are ongoing. Clarice?
Dion, thank you.
Dallas police say a road rage incident led to a shooting that killed a 33-year-old and injured a 12-year-old earlier this month. Police arrested 6 people, including 2 minors. Police say the victims were involved in a fender bender May 19th in southeast Dallas. They say the suspects then cut them off, trapped them, and fired shots at the truck. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager live in Dallas with this story. Peyton.
Heather, and Dallas police tell us that this deadly shooting took place in the middle of the street in the daylight outside of a home where a baby shower was taking place. So there were several witnesses, and they helped investigators identify the suspects. Also, detectives had multiple pieces of surveillance video from neighbors. Crime scene tape near CF Hahn Freeway and Elam Road marks the spot where police say a group attending a baby shower opened fire on a vehicle passing by, killing 33-year-old Jose Granados Cerritos and injuring a 12-year-old. This short clip of surveillance video from a neighbor shows the moments before the shooting on Sunday, May 19th. A father and his young son are playing in the front yard when multiple people from the house next door walk into the street. It appears one is holding a black handgun. We've blurred the faces of the 2 suspects because they're juveniles. Police announced Wednesday 4 adults were charged with murder. The 2 juveniles are also facing murder. The 14-year-old and 16-year-old will not be identified due to their age. 26-year-old Alexis Rosales was also arrested for a probation violation. According to an arrest warrant affidavit Fox 4 obtained on Friday, the shooting stemmed from a road rage incident nearby. Multiple women told police they were at a baby shower when they ran to a nearby corner store in their blue Toyota. On the way back to the shower, the women say a white truck carrying Granados Cerritos and the 12-year-old hit them from behind. Police believe the women called the suspects at the shower and then cut off the pickup. forcing the white truck down John L. Avenue into the direction of the home hosting the shower. Investigators say they obtained multiple surveillance videos showing the suspects grabbing guns and firing at the truck as it passed them. Granados Cerritos' family sent Fox 4 this video of the white truck riddled with bullets. The family says off camera the suspects shot the truck from both sides of the street. The 12-year-old in the back seat was rushed to the hospital and survived. Granados Cerritos died on scene. After the shooting, the suspects were seen getting into their vehicles and taking off. However, detectives used nearby flock cameras to capture their license plates. Plus, police used photos from the baby shower to match the suspect descriptions in the surveillance videos. Police were able to identify 18-year-old Guillermo Alvarez and 19-year-old Kimberly Mejia as two of the suspects using handguns to shoot at the truck. Investigators say 18-year-old John Marquez was seen on video shooting a long gun, likely an assault rifle. And the victim's family, Heather, tells me today the 12-year-old who was shot is now out of the hospital and at home recovering. Now, at the time of the shooting, inside that white pickup, there also was an adult male who was driving and another juvenile who was also in the back seat. Neither of them were injured.
Jay Mitchell can't fight back the tears.
It just doesn't feel real. Like, I just doesn't feel real to me to this day.
Her best friend and fellow soldier is gone. Private First Class Katia Duenas Aguilar was found dead in a home Saturday night in Clarksville, Tennessee, near the Fort Campbell Army Base. Clarksville police say Saturday around 8:30 p.m. they got a call for an ambulance, and when they got to the home, they found Aguilar inside. Police ruled her death a homicide, but haven't said how she was killed.
It doesn't make sense. That's why I'm so distraught and I'm so confused, because it just doesn't make sense. And I really truthfully thought she was in a safe environment.
After graduating from North Mesquite High School, Aguilar joined the Army. That's where she met Mitchell. After basic training in 2019, the two were stationed together at Fort Campbell on the Tennessee and Kentucky border. As the only two females in their IT section, they became attached at the hip until Mitchell received a new post in 2022 that took her to Hawaii.
I wish I would have had the time to talk to her like one last time, to tell her how much she meant to me, to thank her for getting me through my first 4 years in the Army.
The Mesquite native won several awards during her short time with the Army, including a Medal for Good Conduct and the National Defense Service Medal. She also leaves behind a 4-year-old son.
She was just an amazing mother. She loved him so much.
Clarksville police haven't said if they have any suspects or if any other soldiers were questioned. Mitchell doesn't know who would want to hurt her best friend, a person who she says brightened everyone's day.
She was amazing. She was such a wonderful person. She's the type of person that you need more of in this world.
Denton police released surveillance images of a Memorial Day stabbing that injured a veteran. It happened during a robbery at a 7-Eleven. You can see one of them wearing this blue skull mask during the robbery and stabbing. All 3 suspects have now been arrested. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager live at the Denton Police Department with the update. Peyton.
Heather, and Denton police tell me surveillance video from inside and outside the gas station captured the stabbing and the suspect vehicle taking off. That clerk, the victim, is now out of the hospital and at home recovering. I spoke with a coworker today. He tells me that clerk has worked at the 7-Eleven here in Denton for almost 10 years. This newly released surveillance image shows 2 masked men holding a 7-Eleven employee at knife point in the early morning hours of Memorial Day. Investigators tell Fox 4, 20-year-old Julian Bastillos is on the right of the screen with a blue mask. He's seen with a glove on his left hand and a knife in his right hand. Police say Bastillos is the one who repeatedly stabbed the 62-year-old convenience store clerk. a military veteran who has worked at the 7-Eleven off Teasley Lane for nearly a decade. 20-year-old Ryan Alvarez is on the left, shirtless with his face covered. According to police, Bustillos and Alvarez stole cash, vape products, and a case of beer, and then left the clerk with multiple stab wounds to the stomach. Moments before the robbery, surveillance video caught the getaway driver, 20-year-old Edgar Cuevas, messing with the license plate. The three suspects took off in this dark-colored sedan. Wednesday morning, Denton police spotted the suspect vehicle, leading to the arrest of all three without incident. Bustillos of Denton was transferred from the Denton City Jail to Denton County Jail Thursday and now faces an aggravated robbery charge. According to public records, Alvarez, who is from Argyle, was arrested for driving while intoxicated in summer of 2023. Cuevas, from Crum, has a lengthy criminal history, including continuous violence against the family, violating bond, and evading arrest. Bustillos has a bond set at $75,000. Again, he remains in the Denton County Jail. The other two, Alvarez and Cuevas, they remain in the city jail. Their bonds have not been set yet.